Live local now at 5.
What you see in the video, though, is approximately 10 subjects kicking, stomping, and punching our victim, Jonathan, as he's on the ground, not defending himself, and to the point where he becomes unconscious.
Police make arrest in a brutal beating death of a local teenager. We're live with an update from police. Plus,
traffic's better now because of the bridge that's on Flamingo.
What goes up must come down. After months of construction, 8 News Now learning what will stay when Formula One comes to an end.
and the Fed citing systemic deficiencies as the cause of a crash that left 9 people dead. The 8 News Now investigators asking what can be done to keep dangerous drivers off of valley roads.
And we're tracking weather changes as early as tomorrow. Could we see showers in your neighborhood? We'll have the latest coming out.
This is an 8 News Now breaking news alert.
Breaking news here at 5 o'clock. 8 students arrested in the beating death of a 17-year-old. Metro Police just finishing up a news conference moments ago. We do thank you for joining us here at 5. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm David Sharon. 17-year-old Jonathan Lewis beaten by a mob of at least 10 teenagers, and it was all captured on cell phone video. 8 News Now education reporter Joshua Peguero was inside that press conference. He joins us live outside Metro with more. Joshua.
Hello, David and Denise. The press conference finished about 15 minutes ago, and as you mentioned, 8 students were arrested. Metro Police Department confirming all those that you saw in that video that were beating Jonathan Lewis were teenagers. They said that all the students were arrested today, none at the school, but they were assisted by the FBI. They're saying their ages ranges from 13 to 17. I asked authorities if any of those students have any prior records. They couldn't say anything at the time, but they're searching for 2 more students. They're asking for the community's help in finding them. I'm going to toss to you to what authorities said earlier in terms of what may have led or sparked this incident.
During our investigation, we quickly learned that the fight was actually over a pair of stolen wireless headphones and possibly over a stolen marijuana vape pen from incidents that occurred earlier in the week, and that as a result of those stolen items, which were taken from the victim or the victim's friends, they had agreed to fight with several of the subjects in the back alley where the fight occurred.
Now, after that fight occurred, Metro saying that a citizen saw Jonathan Lewis laying on the ground unconscious and took him back to Rancho High School. Metro also impassionately defending their investigation from criticism in terms of why an arrest wasn't made sooner. They said they just have to let the investigation play out. Again, 8 students arrested, ranging from the ages of 13 to 17. We currently don't know their names. Reporting live in front of Metro headquarters, Joshua Peguero, 8 News Now.
Metro also saying there was no evidence here of a hate crime. This comes as reports of threats made toward Rancho High School. Today, the principal sent out an email to students and staff saying they've been threatened with hateful, racist emails and phone calls.
The Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix races into Las Vegas in just 48 hours, with festivities beginning on Wednesday night. And tonight, we're learning some of the world-class structures now built here in Las Vegas might stay there year-round. 8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthew joins us live from Flamingo and Cobalt, right in the heart of the action, with how long after race takedown is expected to last. What could be left behind, Ryan?
Yeah, Denise, Clark County leaders have designated this race as an annual event for the next decade. Well, they're also up to their ears in complaints about traffic and business disruptions, all because of year one. You can take the Flamingo Bridge behind me here as an example. It's part of the near 4 miles of temporary structures installed just for this weekend. And while we learn more about how long it will take to take all the temporary structures down, some officials say it may be less impactful and disruptive to leave it up instead.
The setup took half a year. The repaving not expected again for at least another 6 years. It's the lights, grandstands, pedestrian bridge screens, and track barriers now towering over Las Vegas Boulevard and sometimes blocking iconic strip views that'll come down.
We will begin the dismantling the day after the race.
That's according to Grand Prix project manager Terry Miller, saying in October their engines will still be revving just hours after trophies are awarded and over 100,000 spectators clear out.
About a 6 or 8 week process.
Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority President and CEO Steve Hill says the near 4-mile racetrack seen now won't completely return to the memorable Las Vegas Strip until likely the new year, just to do it all over again months later. But could it be less disruptive next time?
If this becomes a long-term thing, I don't want to have to do the bridges every single time. Maybe that's something that you look at for permanent.
We have already started that conversation.
A conversation ongoing with the authority, F1, and county, Hill says. The 750-foot-long bridge over Flamingo and Koval that he says has kept traffic flowing in and out of the Strip since the 10-day install in October.
The traffic's better than it was before we started to build all this. And that bridge is a big part of that. It makes a bunch of sense. It's one of the things we've learned.
A lot of learning this year. Now, it's unlikely the bridge behind me here will stay after this year's race. The Grand Prix says they'll start that deconstruction by mid-November, and it comes with another 10 days of closures, and that's all going to be in the midst of preparations for New Year's Eve. Reporting live near Flamingo and Koval, Ryan Matthew, 8 News Now.
All right, Ryan, thanks for that. Now, Hill tells us that Governor Lombardo was actually the first one to pitch the idea a year ago. He says the land that these structures are sitting on are simply too valuable for a year-round commitment. Formula One lane closures are headed our way. Wow, that's a big surprise. Since 8 this morning, east and westbound Harmon are closed at Las Vegas Boulevard. So for the remainder of the week and into the weekend, you will have to go north or south on the Strip, and you cannot cross Harmon. We have the complete list of closures on our homepage for you at 8newsnow.com.
And the big question is, are we going to have some slick streets in your neighborhood? Of course, for F1. This is a look right now from our camera at Treasure Island. You can see the catch gates. That's the racetrack. We're watching that forecast very closely because we're going to see changes within the next 24 hours already. Rainfall into California, clouds moving into California and eventually us. Radar network dry though for now all across the region with exception to California, but that could change as early as tomorrow. Currently outside in the 70s to high 60s, very mild, but your winds again staying light. Not going to be an issue until we get to your weekend. Here are your accurate weather headlines now. Clouds and showers are increasing. We'll pinpoint when. We're going to stay mild now, staying in those 70s for quite some time. And then we'll have the latest on the Formula One forecast and the forecast in your neighborhood because we've got big changes on the way. I'll have all that and more, all coming up in your most accurate Weather Now forecast.
Federal officials say, quote, systemic deficiencies led to a crash last year in North Las Vegas that killed 9 people. In a meeting this morning, the NTSB said local officials simply failed to communicate with each other when it came to Gary Robinson's driving history. The 59-year-old, of course, we've told you, was high in cocaine and PCP when he drove into that intersection at Cheyenne and Commerce at 103 miles an hour. Though we had a long history of bad driving and speeding, documents the 8 News Now investigators obtained show Robinson's 10-year driving record had just 1 moving violation. All of those violations, though, ended in fines or parking tickets. This morning, I asked the NTSB chair what can be done to keep drivers like Robinson off our roads.
So if you just constantly plead down violations to essentially a parking ticket, it's a slap on the wrist. So what is the penalty there? Not a lot.
The NTSB saying today, had Robinson's record been updated correctly with pending cases included on something like an electronic docket, the crash may not have happened and all of those 9 people may be alive today. In addition to recommending our courts, police departments, and DMV all communicate more efficiently, the board recommended car makers install speed warning systems in all of its new cars.
Well, 1 person is in the hospital, multiple detained after a shooting on the west side of the valley that happened this afternoon near West Lake Mead Boulevard and MLK Boulevard. Now, the victim taken to UMC. Right now, little information is available as we take a look at the intersection where it happened, but we'll bring you an update later in the newscast once we get more information. David?
Denise, this man, 34-year-old Octavio Arredondo, is accused of firing a gun into a group of middle school students who planned to meet for a fight. It's according to documents the 8 News Now investigators investigators obtained. Police suspecting the shooting was over allegations of bullying. Documents show witnesses told police that Arredondo was the stepfather of one of those students. Now, he denied involvement and faces several charges, including assault with a deadly weapon and child abuse or neglect.
The March for Israel just wrapped up in Washington, D.C.
The large demonstration organized quickly to match dozens of pro-Palestinian rallies taking place all across our country as threats against Jewish people continues to rise.
Our correspondent Natalie Brand was there.
Tens of thousands descended on the National Mall in a march for Israel against anti-Semitism.
Since October 7th, there has been literally an explosion of violence against Jewish people.
We are here united, Democrat and Republican, House and Senate, to say we stand with Israel.
Speakers included lawmakers and family members of the hostages still being held in Gaza. Organizers and the families called for their safe release.
Bring Omer and all of the hostages home now.
The demonstration brought groups from synagogues and Jewish organizations from as far as California.
I think that the impact of this march will really be heard across the entire nation.
The Department of Homeland Security designated the highest level of security possible for this demonstration. DHS says since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, there's been an increase in reports of threats against Jewish, Arab American, and Muslim communities.
In the end, Palestinians should also understand it's a fight for them as well.
Israeli President Isaac Herzog also took part with a live message from the Western Wall in Jerusalem.
We, the people of Israel, are eternal, and no one will break us.
Organizers say they want to show the world that Jewish communities should be able to live without terrorism and free of hate. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Actress Deborah Messing of Will and Grace fame was also at today's rally.
One of the women who inspired the iconic Rosie the Riveter poster that helped rally our country during World War II has died. Eleanor Otto passed away here in North Las Vegas at Centennial Hospital, we've learned on Sunday morning. She was 104. Otto worked 7 decades as an aviation riveter on all things from fighter planes to bombers. Despite her mark on history, Otto was a humble woman, never believing she was a hero, saying she was just doing her job. Well, still ahead here at 5, more ride-share options coming to the Valley, how a new company compares to Uber and Lyft.
And then in Health Watch, the alarming low number of people being checked for lung cancer in our area. You're watching 8 News Now at 5. We are live, local now.